afternoon. Thank you all so very much for joining us today. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Liz Thompson with our Esplanade Resort Experiences today. And again, just want to thank you for being with us. Really proud to have a lot of our team members on this call today to share some of the exciting reveals for Esplanade at Coasterra, our newest Esplanade community in the Tampa division. Quick run of show before I kick off with introductions. We will have, as you guys notice, a Q&A button on your screen that you can drop in any questions you might have during this presentation, and we will hold a Q&A session at the end. We will do our best to get to all of your questions. If we miss some, we will make sure to follow up with you individually. It's really important to us to make sure you get your questions answered, and we will also send out not only this presentation, but a frequently asked question sheet just after this. So again, thank you guys so much for joining us today. So let me introduce a couple of our team members that are here with us. Obviously, as I mentioned, I am Liz. You'll also hear today from Nathan Stith. He's our National Director of Resort Management with Esplanade Resort Lifestyle Team. You'll also get a chance to meet Crystal Steer. She's our National Director of Wellness. Then we'll actually get all of the great information, pricing, home site premiums, all the information that you've really been looking forward to learning about will be shared by Brandon Cleveland, our Vice President of Sales for the Tampa region. So thank you guys for all being with us today. Not with us, but here in spirit is Natalie Gummersbach, a name you may have already heard, as she is our online sales concierge and has already not only met some of you at our recent events, or you've interacted with her online or on the phone. So thank you guys again for being here. So let's get to it. Esplanade at Coasterra. We are so excited about this community. It's the newest gated community within the master plan of Coasterra. In fact, it's the only gated portion of Coasterra, with 9 thoughtfully designed floor plans ranging anywhere from 1778 to 2,844 square feet. There's a resort-style amenity community overlooking a 60-acre lake, which you'll see a little bit more about here in just a few moments. All brought to you by Taylor Morrison, America's most trusted home builder for 10 years running. What we're really excited about is the location for Esplanade at Coasterra. Located centrally in Manatee County, just off of Buckeye Road and really close to I-75, this community offers quick and convenient access to Bradenton, Lakewood Ranch, Sarasota, St. Pete, and Tampa. Again, within that master plan of Coasterra as the only gated section. I'll share with you here a quick preview of our community home sites. You can see all this water throughout the community, giving us amazing opportunities for views, not only water, but wetland preserves, and Brandon will share a little bit more about that here shortly. But most excitingly, as you see at the bottom right of this slide, our resort amenity. So let me share with you guys what we intend to offer in Esplanade at Coasterra. We'll be building our 12,000 square foot venue, which I will walk through here with you guys in just a few moments, which includes our resort style pool and spa, our poolside cabanas, and then I can't forget to mention our Bahama Bar. You'll get a chance to experience a little bit more visually about that here in a few moments. Crystal will share some about our signature spa and salon as part of our wellness programming at Esplanade. We also, if you want to get out and about, have tennis, bocce ball, and pickleball courts. We'll also feature a community garden within our state-of-the-art fitness center. We are really proud to partner with Technogym, our national program. And you'll see a little bit more about the amenities here. We can walk through kind of some of this. So again, not only what I just mentioned, but your Bark Park, which will be in our first phase of the community, the Exchange, which you'll hear Nathan share a little bit more about in just a moment, and our National Wildlife Federation Monarch Garden. As we take a virtual tour essentially through the venue, I'm going to walk you through some of the highlights and features of the building. But take a moment, you kind of locate that entry for me in the bottom of your page. You're first going to be greeted by our concierge, and our Esplanade concierge team is there to make sure you have all the opportunities to shape your day in Esplanade. It truly should feel like a vacation every day, and that is absolutely our passion. We'll feature, of course, our club room and our flex room, a lot of opportunities for meaningful social connections, as we understand really how important that is to our community members' wellness. Our virtual game suite is actually new for our Esplanade brand, and really excited to debut this in Esplanade at Coasterra. Can't forget again our fitness center and performance training, which you'll hear Crystal share a bit about in a moment with our national partnership with Techno Gym. And then of course our spa and our salon, really offering some really great opportunities for you to relax and rejuvenate. Again, Crystal will share a bit about that here in a moment. So that is our venue, but as we discussed, we have several different opportunities throughout the community for you to engage in meaningful experiences and social connections. The next of which we really want to talk through is our Bahama Bar. A lot of you have lived in an Esplanade before or have been asking to be in an Esplanade with a food and beverage operation that really livens up the experience. So our Bahama Bar is an outdoor bar and grill right along the resort style pool. You can see some great images here, all run, managed and supported by our culinary experience team, who you will hear a little bit more about in just a few moments. So excited to share these opportunities for Bahama Bar for you, chances for you to connect around food and fun. In addition to the Bahama Bar, you'll hear a little bit more again about this from Nathan, but we will be offering our exchange, and I'll let him share about that here in just a few moments. But really, the true magic of an Esplanade community is not just a building. Anybody can build a beautiful building. Really, what the focus is from our team is how are we invigorating the mind, the body, and the spirit? How are we developing, again, those meaningful connections and those curated experiences that really delve into something truly different at Esplanade? In all of our communities, we offer national programs that not only help you invigorate your opportunities for experiences within the community, but will give you chances to explore outside. Destinations by Esplanade is our national program that features travel in the community, just outside the community, and all around the globe. In fact, some of our Esplanade members right now are enjoying a Destinations by Esplanade trip in Portugal. I wish we were all there. You're also supported by our Esplanade concierge. In a resort, you're always afforded the opportunity to connect with a concierge. How do you shape your day within that resort? So we did the same thing in Esplanade. Our Esplanade concierge is online access to discounts at local businesses and partners, not only in your community, but across the globe. So you'll always have the opportunity to find the best business partnerships at your fingertips just for living in an Esplanade. Early on in our communities, we're also engaging that Esplanade Concierge partnership to make sure we're developing wellness and spa partnerships for you as we wait for our amenities to complete. Nathan will share a little bit more about our Sip Wine Club here in just a moment, my favorite national program. And then we'll also share a little bit more about our online retail site, bringing in the opportunity for you to share in the Esplanade brand and lifestyle. So as we talk through these and you hear a little bit more from our team, again, the most exciting part I want to leave you with is beautiful amenities, obviously decorated, but the most important part is how you can engage in those. And we don't wait until your amenity is open for that. In fact, as soon as you decide to become a member of Esplanade at Coasterra, you are a VIP encore. You will have immediate access to any of our experiences, amenities, national programs, or events that our lifestyle managers are procuring right upon signing the purchase agreement with Taylor Morrison. So exciting to know that you are not waiting. We are engaging you in the lifestyle at Esplanade at Coasterra day one. So with that, I'm going to hand you over to Nathan. Again, he's our National Director of Resort Operations, who is going to step in for our Culinary Experience Director. Nathan, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Liz. Can everybody hear me? I just wanted to welcome everybody again. Patrick, as Liz mentioned, is in Portugal. I just spoke to him, and we always say someone has to lead the food and beverage department. And Patrick, when you meet him, is one of a kind. He's a SOM level 2, so wine is a big passion of his, and he's also a really good chef. So he'll produce and create new innovative cooking and cocktail series every quarter and take you through a whole cooking and a journey. You know, we're all different stages of our cooking and chef life, but we all have to function in the kitchen. And he does a really good job of making it simple, making it fun. You'll see a few pictures here from grilling and chilling. And there was a scallops event also. He may help members make homemade pasta from scratch, things that I personally am not in advance, but makes it to where we're all welcome and inclusive. So a lot of the history around food and beverage, the different wines, beverages, bourbons, classes of all kinds. So expect to see a lot of new things from the get-go. He does these right out of the gate. So once we're open for sales and officially, this probably the first one will be in the fall, September, October, and then thereafter every quarter. Patrick also leads our Sip Wine Club, which is open to every Esplanade member. It's complimentary. The greatest thing is that you get access to like hundreds of different wines at wholesale prices. So you can buy them by the case, and then they'll show up at the amenity venue, which will initially be the exchange, which I'll get to in a second. But the ability to offer all those wines at a very low cost wholesale pricing, you get to meet. We do different grand wine tastings where we'll have vendors come in and have dozens of different wines to try on a monthly and quarterly basis. And if you want to have a bigger discount, or if you want early access, then there's a premier level and an annual gift too. So we created it so that everybody's included, and then there's also a way to get a little more value and a little more access as being a SIP Premier member. When the venue opens, we'll have wine lockers. So a limited number of you will have your own name locker where you can store your own wine and use that at your discretion on site, kind of like your wine home away from home. I also think, Liz, you had Crystal up next. Patrick, like I said, will be doing these classes and engaging you from the get-go, even though we won't have the amenity open right from next month. But the first amenity that's planned to open is the the Bark Park mail kiosk, and then also the Lifestyle Exchange, which will have an outdoor lanai food and beverage full service restaurant. It'll be a little limited compared to the Bahama Bar, but it'll be connected to our Lifestyle Exchange, which inside will have a seat area, which will do groups. Clubs will meet there, and it'll be adjacent to the sports courts. So you come in out of the heat, get some fresh air, have a drink. Really, as the courts and pickleball becomes more social, you've got that access there to make it a full experience. So excited to do that, and I'll turn it over to Crystal, who's going to take you through some wellness programming.
Great, thank you, Nathan. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're all enjoying the webinar and excited to learn about the beautiful amenities that are going to come online. And again, Patrick is wonderful, and so excited that we're going to be able to bring that Bahama Bar to your location. So as Nathan had said, and Liz, my name is Crystal Steer. I am your National Director of Wellness, and I'm so excited to talk with you about the wellness amenities that we have to support you through your wellness journey once you become a member within our community. So at Esplanade, we really look at our communities with community life and purpose. We really want to connect our members with other members and help you build those social connections. So at Esplanade, when we think about wellness, we're really thinking of as a word fusion between well-being and fitness. And with that, we have our wellness ecosystem. So when I say the word wellness, I'm inferring physical fitness, but at Esplanade, we know that wellness goes far beyond just amazing cardio, strength equipment, and functioning tools, which, as Liz had shared, we have that national partnership with Technogym. So I could have you go to the next slide, please. So within our partnership with Technogym, we're so excited we're going to be able to bring you the wellness checkup. So again, as Liz had shared, we don't wait for your physical amenity to open before we start to activate your spaces. So within your community, you're supported on day one with a lifestyle manager that will be curating these fitness-inspired classes and with our wellness checkup. So we'll be hosting weekly group fitness classes on the Sales Gallery Lanai. We'll be offering classes such as Zumba and yoga to engage that strength. And then also we will have the wellness checkup in your sales gallery. The wellness checkup is probably new for some of you if you're familiar with Technogym. It's new on the market. It just launched in December of this past year, but it's an AI-driven smart tool that's going to allow you a deeper and greater insight to your individual wellness assessment with where you are. And it's a great opportunity for us to gauge where you want to take your journey. So within the assessment, There are individual modules that you'll be able to participate in, and they'll walk you through sessions such as mobility, strength, and flexibility. And then what's really exciting is once you've completed those modules, it will actually generate a wellness age for you. So of course, you're going to have your chronological age, but at Esplanade, should you wish to take advantage of it, we're going to be able to connect you within our wellness ecosystem, and it's going to populate a wellness age for you. I can have you go to the next slide, please. Also, the photo behind me is actually one of our spa therapy rooms at Esplanade Tradition, which is one of our properties on the east coast of Florida. But so excited, we're going to be able to bring you signature spa and salon amenities. So your community will be supported with a full service therapy room where we'll offer relaxating massages, restorative facials, and then you'll also have a salon on site as well. So servicing for the manicures and pedicures as well. Have you go to the next slide, please. And then if you're really interested in court programming, as Liz had shared, we will have the bocce courts, tennis courts, and pickleball courts as well. We'll have teaching professionals on site. So, whether you're a novice player or you're looking to refine your skills, we'll be able to host small group lessons and clinics. And then also with Esplanade, we love to throw themed events and parties. So we'll have monthly themed socials. And then two of our larger experiences that we host on the pickleball courts would be, this is Pickled Pink. So Pickled Pink is a cause that's of course very near and dear to me. There's a lot of passion within the communities from our members and our on-site teams. This is hosted every October, and it is our philanthropic pickleball round robin tournament that's going to support breast cancer awareness and research. So it's a great opportunity for all the members to come together. The wellness manager and lifestyle manager will partner with a local cancer organization within your market, and all of the proceeds that are generated from Pickle Pink will actually be donated to that local organization on behalf of Esplanade at Coasterra. Also in the spring, if we've got any pickleball players on here, also really fun event that we host every year. This is called Let's Glow. Just as a real image from one of our events that just happened this past spring. And I really want you to imagine that we transform your pickleball courts really into a nightclub. We bring in another company. There's an MC, there's a DJ, there's a videographer, photography, black lights, smoke machines, you name it. It's a lot of fun to just build that team camaraderie, competitive spirit, and just bring everyone together on the pickleball courts in more of an unconventional way. Of course, I'm sure that we're going to have the folks on here that are, competitively driven, that want to refine their skills, but that will also participate in intra-club play and league play. But again, this is just another opportunity to build those connections, introduce members to one another, and just have a lot of fun on the court sports. So again, with that, I'm excited to bring these amenities to you. Again, I'll be working very closely with your wellness and sports leaders once we bring that individual onto the community. But until then, I'll be working directly with your lifestyle manager to start programming these experiences that we can bring you even before your amenity opens. And again, our resort amenities are designed to empower you and engage you in our resort style lifestyle and create those meaningful connections and experiences. So with that, I'd love to turn the presentation over to Brandon, who is your VP of Sales for the Tampa area, and he can give you some more information specific to the home building sites.
Thank you so much, Crystal. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Appreciate you all jumping on to learn all the great things about Esplanade at Coasterra. The team's been hard at work. We'll jump to this first slide here. I think this is a video. Yep. So this is a very short video just to give you guys kind of a sneak peek. This is like a sweeping view of the community entrance into the Esplanade portion of Coasterra. We're going to see a shot of the 60-acre lake that wraps around our future amenity center. Lake is still filling up with water as we speak. And the third shot here in a second, you're going to be able to see a glimpse of our model park, which is kind of nice. In our model park, we're going to have, as Liz said earlier, 4 beautiful model homes. We're actually going to have an interactive sales gallery as well, where people can learn even more about what makes Esplanade so special. Right here, you actually get to see one great shot of one of the standard features in every Esplanade at Coasterra home, which is tile roofs. So that's a nice feature there. It's really coming together out there. We're super excited. Couldn't be more excited for everything that's going on. So We'll stay on this slide for just a second. I want to talk about a concept that we've referred to a couple of times called founding members. And let's touch on that for just a second. What's a founding member? And in short, it's pretty much everyone that's on this call, or at least it could be. So founding members are any of those that choose to be among the first to purchase a new Esplanade in a new Esplanade community and take advantage of the first home site releases and the pre-amenity pricing that we're rolling out today. I wanted to share a quick founding member story. I recently spoke with a couple who live in another Esplanade, and they shared with me that they were actually founding members of that community. And I really liked what they said, so it really stuck with me. And I'm kind of paraphrasing here, but they had basically said that from day one, they felt like they were part of something really special. They were immediately connected with a lot of the other founding members in the community and just felt like it was kind of being at the ground level, something they thought was really impactful. So they've also referred quite a few of their friends and family members into the community over time, which is, it's always nice to be able to pick some of your neighbors. So with that, and this is something that everyone's been waiting for a long time, we're going to share, if we can go to the next slide. This is our preliminary pricing for our VIPs. There it is right there. So this is exclusive preview. So we're going to be sending this out to all VIPs tomorrow. You guys are getting the first look at it today. And so with that, we have 3 distinct home collections, and they're based on the typical lot width within each part of the community. So you have like your 45-foot wide lots and you have your 52-foot wide lots. So as Liz said earlier, we have 9 new floor plans within these collections. The 45-foot wide home sites start in the high 300s. The 52-foot wide home sites start in the low to mid 400s. And then our 62-foot wide home sites start in the low to mid 500s. One great thing about those 3 plans in the 62s is that all 3 plans have 3-car garages, which is a really nice feature. So another fun fact, this is the first Esplanade community in the country that to actually debut this lineup. So all new active lifestyle floor plans. We've been hard at work with putting these together for you guys. We've got, again, like I said, 9 new plans. You will see in the screen the Lazio and the Palazzo. Those are actually some fan favorites from past Esplanades that we carried forward and updated to be part of this new collection. So we're very excited about pricing, about what we have to roll out here. I also want to touch on, before we go to the next slide, quick incentives. We have, in addition to the founding member pricing, there's going to be some really incredible financing incentives through our affiliated lender, Taylor Morrison Home Funding. So you're going to want to make sure you learn more about that at some point. And of course, if you're paying cash, we do have additional incentives in those cases as well. So you can go forward. Thank you. So that's a little bit about pricing. Let's talk about the home sites that we're going to be releasing. What you're looking at here on this map is some blue and orange. The blue is our quick move-in opportunities. And so those are all opportunities for homes that are already under construction. They've been designed, curated with interior finishes that all should be done in the fourth quarter, maybe into January. On the orange lots on the map are all of our to-be-built opportunities, where you can, out of the gate, you can pick one of those home sites, personalize all your design selections, and kind of build from the ground up. And then another thing that is kind of a perk for our founding members is we also open up our model homes. When we open up a community like this, we'll open up our model homes for sale as well on leaseback. So it's a great investment opportunity for the right buyer. You effectively purchase the model and then you lease it back to the builder. We're a great tenant. We lease it back to the builder for the time that we're using the models actively to sell, and then we turn the model over to you. So that's another opportunity. So again, very excited about the number of homes in the community that are going to be backing up to water. I want to touch on it. Can you go back one slide for a second? Really fast, just want to touch on the home site premiums and where they range. In the 45s, they're going to start as low as $3,000. So for our 45-foot series, home site premiums will start at $3,000 and go up from there. In our 52-foot series, they'll start at $14,000 and go up from there. And then in our 62-foot series, they'll start at $20,000 and go up from there. So some great opportunities, really good variety of home sites as far as orientation and backing up to water, et cetera. And as you can see, they're all very close to the amenity as well, which is another great opportunity for founding members to get closer to the amenity first in. So, all right, we can go for it. So these are our quick move-ins. We showed that the blue ones on the map previously. It's a little grainy on the right. That's just like a snapshot of our quick move-in flyer, but we do have a pretty good selection of inventory. Again, these are all designer curated homes that all the interior finishes have been selected by our design team. So all these homes have been under construction with our models, and so we'll be offering these up to our VIPs as well. Next slide. So what's next? This is really kind of where we're going to wrap up. I just want to touch on a few key dates for you guys to remember. Tomorrow, August 1st, we will release founding member sales information to the entire VIP list. So as you guys have seen today, the information, and obviously you've gotten a better download than what we're going to be able to send out tomorrow to the greater VIP list. But as far as pricing and home site information, we'll send all this information now. As far as pricing goes tomorrow, the founding member pricing is one relatively limited. I do want to touch on that for just a second. We do anticipate that the first increase we'll have in pricing will be after our first 4 sales in each series. So subject to change, of course, but that is just to set that expectation. So that is August 1st tomorrow. Now jump ahead to next Wednesday. You want to watch your inbox for a VIP survey. So the same email address you received this invitation, you'll receive an email that has a survey that you'll want to fill out. That survey was going to go to Natalie, our online sales manager. She's going to use that to coordinate and help schedule your virtual appointments with the community sales management team. Jump ahead from August 6th, next Wednesday. We think about next couple of weeks, we're going to be working with our VIPs virtually, talking with them through all the great stuff that's coming up. We're going to jump to August 23rd. That's going to be our first formal invitation for VIPs and all their guests to come and tour our model homes before they're open to the public. That is also the very first day in which we'll be taking pre-sales. So what that means is August 23rd will be the very first opportunity to become a founding member of Esplanade at Coasterra. So lots of exciting things to come this month, next month, and looking forward to sharing more as we get closer. I think I'm going to turn it over to Chelsea for Q&A.
Yes, Brandon, this question is actually going to be for you. Someone is asking, do you know how much the HOA dues will be or what they will be estimated to be?
I do have that information right here. So the quarterly HOA dues, it's going to vary by series. The 45s will be $395 per month. The 52s would be $405 per month. The 62s would be $415 per month. There's also CDD. So the total between CDD and HOA is $547 per month in the 45s. There's a lot of numbers. $587. I'm sorry, these are quarterly. Those are monthly. So $587 in the 52s, and then $633 in the 62s. So lots of different numbers between CDD and HOA, though it ranges between $547 and $633.
And Brandon, just to also clarify, the lawn maintenance is included in that $395 a month for the HOA fee.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you, Nathan.
This question is actually going to be for Nathan. Someone is wondering what is offered at the exchange.
Yes, so the exchange is going to have a full bar, beer, wine, liquor. We'll have a menu that's going to have an assortment. It won't be as big of a menu as the Bahama Bar will be. So think 12 to 15 items that will have some specials and rotation on it, but some salads and some grab and go things throughout the day. And then it'll be open from, we're thinking 11:30 to 6 or so based on the day, and then the ability to flex open weekends and events like trivia night or having entertainment. We'll use this area a lot more in the beginning until the Bahama Bar and the venue and the whole resort pool opens. That's on, so imagine it'll be kind of your initial main social hangout spot. Inside, it'll be multi-use. Think it can be a card room, it can be an event space. You can do group gatherings and meet with all the different groups that will exist. So really multi-purpose inside. Approximately 3,000 square feet total, just from a size perspective.
Crystal, this question is for you. People are wondering, what kind of events can we look forward to before the amenities fully open?
So I may ask Nathan to jump in on this one. So again, you'll be supported with your resort lifestyle manager. So just as Nathan had talked about, we do a lot with flex space, and we'll be able to utilize the sales gallery. Again, specific to wellness, we'll host yoga classes and Zumba classes, and we'll have the ability to engage with the wellness checkup. But then we will also have outdoor space where your lifestyle manager can, partner with food trucks that would come in to host. We would have trivia night. We would be able to have bingo. And Nathan, I'm sorry, are there any other events that you could think of that are kind of those identifiers that the lifestyle manager will program prior to the physical facility opening?
Yeah, it's a pretty full packed calendar just from the start. So some events are off-site and they'll engage the local community. And then also once we get right around 40 to 50 homes and members, we'll do the signature events, which are more of the bigger, grandier, elaborate. I call them just they're blowout parties too. So yeah, anything. And as the community takes shape, we'll customize based on the interests of each of you.
Okay, our next question, I think this would be either Brandon or Liz might be able to help us out with this one. Do we have an estimated date for completion of all amenities?
I think I might call a lifeline to Tina on that one. Is Tina around? She'd be a great person to answer that one. Hello.
So we are phasing out the amenities. We are actively building the mail kiosk and dog park, and we'll be opening those by the end of this year. And then the next phase will include the exchange and some of the courts and the parking lot associated with those. And we're targeting the second half of 2026. And then the venue, the main amenity building, will follow with finishing up second half of 2027.
Okay, thank you. This question is also going to be for Brandon, probably. People are curious about how the model leaseback may possibly work. If you had any details on that yet.
Well, I have to share details, but that would probably be something to talk with the community sales managers about as far as a lot of details. But in short, what it generally works out is we will sell the model to you as if we'd sell it any other home, but instead of you occupying it after closing, there's a lease agreement that's also attached with the regular purchase agreement. And so effectively, we're your tenant, you're the landlord. We pay rents every month, just like you would with any other like investment property. And then there's a turnover period where we'll, at some point when we're done actively selling out to the community, we'll turn the models over to the homeowner.
Okay. Are you able to explain the different sizes of lots and which ones would be able to build a pool on?
It's going to be more of a lot specific question, but I believe, and Sherry, you can confirm, but I believe our standard home sites in every single series are pool size home sites.
That's correct. You can fit a pool on any of our home sites in phase 1.
Perfect.
Okay, great. And then someone was just asking if you all know what medical facilities are nearby, VA hospitals and possible doctors.
Is a great question. I'm not sure if we have that in our FAQ, but if not, we'll make sure we put that in there when we send it out.
Do you have how many lots will be in the community and how does this compare to Esplanade at Artisan Lakes?
Tina, if you want to take a lot count, I'm not sure if you know Artisan Lakes off the top of your head, but
I can take it real quick. So there's 960 in Esplanade at Coasterra, and there's 1124 in Esplanade at Artisan Lakes. I think of it slightly smaller, but with a little bit more of an amenity package when you compare the two.
Okay, great. And then someone is just asking, will there be any incentives at the design center for the early buyers?
That's a great question. So we've kind of gone back and forth with how do you approach that, because you're seeing a lot of incentives in the market today, right? So we've kind of made, I would say, a kind of a holistic approach, a wholesale approach for what we're going to do as far as incentives going forward. We're opting more for transparency. We're opting more for, instead of offering a lot of credits at a design studio where it just forces people to spend a lot of money at the design studio, whether they want to or not, we've now basically added that to our base pricing. So effectively, we're offering more competitive, basically founding member based pricing where you can come in, you can still go to the design studio, colorize the home how you choose, but you're not forced to necessarily spend a certain amount of money in options. And we found that's something that people are gravitating towards as an opportunity. A lot of the incentives that we're tying are tied towards financing. We've definitely found that financing is the greatest way to leverage a customer's buying power. And so we're leaning into that quite a bit. And so we have some really fantastic incentives through our lender, Tatum Morrison Home Funding.
Do you have an estimated build time from contract signing to move-in date for now?
That might be a good one for an FAQ as well. I don't have that information handy. That's a good one.
Okay, and then we just want to clarify, is August 23rd going to be the earliest date that the model homes will be open for touring?
I would say as of now, yeah. I mean, so right now that's our event that we're planning to. That'll be the first sneak peek for our VIPs. If something changes, we'll make sure we communicate that. I can tell you certainly August 23rd will be the first opportunity that you'll be able to make a purchase. So we'll certainly start working with all of our VIPs these next couple of weeks after that survey goes out. It's that second bullet point on the screen there. And kind of go from there. The appointments they'll be teeing up with our community sales managers, at least initially, will all be virtual appointments, kind of information appointments. You can kind of get a download, get more of the specific questions answered, and then we can arrange the on-site model tours at a future date.
Okay, great. And then just for the last question, just to clarify what the next step will be, it will be the VIP list receiving the survey to complete?
Correct. Thanks, Chelsea. Yeah, so yeah, on August 6th, next Wednesday, you should be getting a survey. Make sure you fill out that survey. That's what lets us know what you're still interested. It provides us with some initial information as well. And then from there, that's when we'll circle back to schedule appointments. Great questions.
That's
Brandon,
it for questions, guys. I was going to pass it back to Nathan or Liz.
Yeah, I wanted to just highlight one thing on the HOA. So there is going to be a master Coasterra association. It's got a $90 a year assessment, so $90 per year, which is very, very small. But that gives you access to the walking trails and the passive parks, green space, that it's part of the overall master development of Coasterra. There is going to be an amenity in the master of Coasterra, which Esplanade will not have access to because of the behind the gate amenities within Esplanade. But just wanted to highlight that as well. But it's a really cool feature just to have all that walking and green space accessible too.
Chelsea, it looks like a few more questions came in, so I'll just jump in here. So good question. Will we have virtual tours online? And yes, that is anticipated. Give us some time. Some of these, as you heard Brandon share, are new debut plans that we will share out. I do also see a question as just as far as grocery stores. We do have a great opportunity. We'll send you guys a map of local attractions, not only those medical areas, but the stores and the closeness. So we will get that out in our frequently asked questions. And then it looks like one last question here. Will there be more new homes being built by 2027? That depends. We do anticipate Esplanade at Coasterra to sell quickly. So I can't give you an answer on that. If I had a crystal ball, I think I'd be a lot more wealthy, right? But we will definitely, it looks like whoever asked that question, you're moving from Virginia, so we will welcome you to Florida when you're ready. And would certainly appreciate you considering the Esplanade brand when that time comes. So with that, if we did not get your question answered, again, we will follow up with you. We will be sending the recording of this webinar out, as well as some frequently asked questions. And as you heard Brandon mention, some more information about our local attractions, a proximity to stores and medical. We'll get that to you as well. But more than anything, want to thank you. It is a lot to set aside 43 minutes of anybody's time right now, just in everything that goes on in the world. So thank you. We truly appreciate your investment to spend time with us. And if for those of you that have been at some of our recent events, thank you, because that's an additional investment of time. We all sincerely appreciate it. We are very excited about bringing this community on, but moreover, each one of us is incredibly passionate about how we enhance the life of our members. And we hope that you certainly consider joining us so we can be a part of that journey with you. Thank you again from all of us, and have a wonderful rest of your afternoon.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.